Because if it's a little big, that's not like a horrible thing.
I think we did only have a 2-inch before, because this seems a lot bigger and a lot cushionier. Get yourself a nice sleeping mat and sleep on the ground.
And there's Dodo and there's Dodo.
Because we have children and children are bad about closing doors, we've decided to invest in this screenshot. Getting those screws to actually go in is not as easy as you think. Still works really good, works better actually. Well, good day friends, and welcome. Welcome to us prepping for our biggest adventure ever. Now, I find myself saying that every year. Every year the adventures get longer and farther away, and
That's true.
so that's why this one's the biggest.
And it's different every year. Growing up, we always used to do a couple destinations in a row. So like we would go to Virginia Beach and we do that for 2 or 3 years in a row. And I don't think we've ever done that.
No, we never go to the same place twice. But in this episode, we're going to show you some random gadgets and gizmos and stuff that we've bought over the past week to prepare ourselves for almost 2 weeks of living in this camper and traveling thousands of miles. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's the deal with these. They're going to come in super, super handy, I think. It's called fastening straps. You can get it on Amazon. Just search for Velcro straps. And I'll also have a link to this one in the description. I think this was the most affordable option. It comes in a giant roll, so you have to cut it to fit, but it comes with a bunch of these little clips. And so what you do, so you like your little clip, you'll put it in the Velcro. So you just stick it in here, you Velcro it on. Might actually use a little bit less, because this stuff, I didn't know that it was going to be as strong as what it was, but it's really strong, so you don't have to worry about that coming apart. So like for all my stuff in my pass-through, all my hoses and cords, and there's going to be a million different uses for this. I'm really excited about this, but you'll stick it in here, run this through, and then you can really cinch it nice and tight, and then you wrap that around, and then your hose is all bundled up. And I've been just hanging everything in the pass-through. I'd love to show you, but there's no light outside. But this is going to make it easier to hang things. The possibilities are endless. If you don't know, the rig is relatively new to us, but a couple years down the road, once we get everything like figured out in here, we'll give you another tour of it and show you how we organize things. But we're learning as we go, and so this is just another piece to the puzzle. So this is not a gadget or a gizmo, but this is a hint as to what we're going to see on our journey.
And it's just for fun. The kids had gotten decals for Christmas, and I was like, wow, those look really nice. And then I got to thinking, oh well, the walls are kind of bare in here. Let's just see if it works. So we'll see if it works.
That's a wee bit crooked, I think. That's good. Go across. Come on, just go up. Alright, so we are going to Michigan to check out lighthouses, some boats, and some stars, right?
Yeah, some other things, but yeah.
Now, the other thing about Michigan is there are a lot of flies, allegedly. So the next thing we're going to install is going to prevent the flies from getting inside the camper. So because we have children, and children are bad about closing doors, we've decided to invest in this screenshot. It's made by LEP. I just found out this existed recently, so we're going to install it, and it should automatically close the screen door. So like now, if the kids leave it open, it stays open. Screenshot should close it. We also got a handle extender, which goes on the door, and when the door is open all the way, you just want to pull the screen shut. You'll be able to grab that handle extender and pull it, because like right now I got the whole door, and the door is on a friction hinge. It's difficult to pull the whole thing shut, and then of course I only want the screen, not the rest of it. In our old rig, that wasn't such a big deal because the small ultralights are closer to the ground and stuff. You could reach it outside and various things. This is taller, it's got 3 stairs, it's like impossible to reach the door from various places. So, hoping that this stuff makes our life easier and should just be like a quick 30-second install. It appears as though, friends, this just goes like this. So it's actually simpler than what I was making it out to be. This fits nicely in here. It wants you to put a screw underneath it to hold it in, and then kind of the same thing on the other side. Alright, so I'm going to tell you that getting those screws to actually go in is not as easy as you would think. If you've been following our channel, you know we have a Salem 29 view. and it's one of the ones with the hidden bunk room back here. As you can sort of see, Sarah's bunk is up here and William sleeps down here. And several issues with the bed being on the floor. We've been using the mattress that came with it, and then I think this is a 3-inch gel foam topper. It's actually the gel foam topper from our other camper, and we cut it in half and it fits in here for the kids' beds. In the colder season, because this acts kind of like insulation, you get condensation buildup on the floor underneath the mattress, and that's not good. You could have mold or other things grow, and so we ended up having to like pick his mattress up off the floor every single day, and it just creates a hassle. So this is it, right?
That's the cot. I ordered a backpacking cot. When that top bunk's down, we don't have that much space under here, so it's low to the ground, ultra lightweight, because we don't want a lot of weight in the slide, and we're hoping it fits the space. That's why we're putting it together now and not when we get to Michigan, because by the time we get there it'll be too late.
Hopefully the mattress that's here and the foam topper fit nicely on top of the cot. This was an idea I seen on one of the Salem View Facebook groups, but there's other floor plans out there that have a bunk on the floor, and so this could be useful for a wide variety of floor plans and situations.
Yeah.
So this appears to be a some assembly required type of circumstance.
Lots of assembly required.
So Rachel highly recommends this cot for backpacking.
No.
Because it's really easy to put together.
No. Like, super light, yes, they nailed that. But the ease of putting this thing together and there's so many pieces, it's just, I wouldn't take it backpacking. Get yourself a nice sleeping mat and sleep on the ground. But for this, it'll work.
Alright, let's get out of this sweatshop. Alright, so we've made an attempt to get the screenshot on, but I think that Lippert packaged this incorrectly. I got one for a 28-inch door. I'll show you the package, or you've already seen it. And this door is 28 inches, but the tube is like 1.5 inches too short. So like, I don't know. Something tells me that the tube is supposed to be in here. It does work though. So like, if you open the door, it comes back. So I am going to call Lippert and see what's the story with that. We're working on the handle now. The first step of that was to take the old one of these off and put the new one on, because the original one's is too long to fit inside here. This is going to go here like this. They have like a convoluted way in the instructions of like getting your measurements for this. Follow the directions as best you can. They want you to have an equal amount of the silver piece in each black piece, because they say it's going to be sturdier that way. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, I think. But we are going to want it to be totally parallel, because that'll look really bad if it's not. And then there's a certain amount this is supposed to go in that handle. There's a mark on the handle, so make sure you double check all that stuff. So after successfully guesstimating how long to make this push bar, we're going to stick this on here just like this. Make sure that it's level with here. Make sure it works, which it does. And then you're going to screw into your door, just like this. You would think it'd be really easy, but nothing has been easy to date, so let's try and get it done here. Make sure you measure 3 times, drill once. So a real-time update here with the Lippert Screenshot Problem that we've got going on here, right? So I called Lippert recently, and they said I measured for this the wrong way. So I was measuring the screen door. If you measured the screen door, you'd come up with something roughly in the neighborhood of 28 inches or so. I don't know if you can see that there, but Lippert says that's not how you measure it. In reality, what you want to be doing is measuring the whole width of the door. So like from there to there, and I'm getting 30 inches. So I bought a 28-inch screenshot because I measured the screen door. You would think screenshot, screen door, measure the screen door. That's not how things work at Lippert. This is a 30-inch door, so the screen door is obviously a little less than that, but the whole door is a 30-inch door, so everything, that's a 30-inch screen door, even though it doesn't measure 30 inches, and therefore a 30-inch screenshot. So, folks I talked to at Lippert said, send it back to whoever you got it from, and get the right one, get the 30-inch one. Well, that was early July, right before we left for Michigan, that I ordered that from Amazon, and we're outside the return window now. It's the end of August, and I think it's 30 days or something. So we can't return it. This thing flopping around like this causes this piece here to want to flop down and dislodge, and it's working. Like, as you can see, the door swings shut on its own, just like it's supposed to. So it functions great until that thing's going to fall off, and that's no good. If you've run into a similar problem where you ordered the wrong thing and you can't return it, which I don't know why, if you're watching this video, just measure the door correctly and return it within your return window. But if you run into a similar problem where you can't return it, or you happen to break this or whatever, at Lowe's for $2.50, you can get this 3/8 inch PVC pipe. We're going to measure twice, we're going to cut once, and we're going to get this to fit in there just so. This is the same dimensions outside diameter as this. 1/2 inch outside diameter is this pipe and this pipe. They're the same, and we're going to show you the results of that here in just a second. Then we'll be on our way through the rest of this video. Michigan is coming. The content for Michigan is coming. I do want to give you guys a healthy mix of the technical content, the things we do to take ourselves on the road, as well as the adventures itself. So subscribe for the Michigan content. We're pretty excited to take you along the way. But let's keep going with the rest of this video. The kids are excited to see their bunk room, so that'll be next. Not as classy as the Lippert, but I'm going to paint this black, and I'm probably going to even try to peel the sticker off of the original and stick it on here. But still works really good, works better actually, so that's good.
We can go. Huh?
What do you see?
We see turtle. I see turtle too. Two turtles and bubbles and Dewey. I'm gonna look at my Dewey book.
So, we've given the kids a nice place to sleep. We've addressed the bugs coming in the camper. We've given ourselves some lighthouses to look at. The Salem view with all its windows didn't provide enough stuff to look at. And now we need to fix our bed. You're probably thinking, these people got a free mattress because everybody else who has an RV got a free mattress, but we didn't get a free mattress. We're not in the camp of people that get free stuff. We're in the camp of people who buy cheap stuff off of Amazon and tell you how to do this in the real world. And yeah, we don't get free stuff. Nothing in this video has been given to us. We're not sponsored by anybody. So if you could do us a favor and like this video so it can spread to more people, they can watch the ads that YouTube puts in it, and that's how we earn our money, is that way. So that would be really helpful if you could do that. There'll be a link in the description. I really don't know about it because she bought it. I do know that it is an actual king size foam topper. So we're going to open up this box and we're going to see how it fits on this Versa tilt bed thing that we got going on here. I think this is a custom king is what it's called. So this is going to be bigger, and we're going to have to cut this to fit this. Plus these corners and stuff, it's all cattywampus. Buying a mattress that fit this space is not even close to an option for us. We've been sleeping just on the RV mattress for like the last couple trips or whatever. We haven't been out in this rig a whole lot. Yeah, it's no good. We needed something. We just had a foam topper on our last rig. Seemed to do okay. Plus, if we had got like a nice mattress and stuff, I don't know if you'd be able to tilt the bed back. If you can't tilt the bed back, you can't walk around in here. Like right now, you got lots of space. With the bed flat, you got like nothing. That's the pluses and minuses to a 35-foot rig. To me though, I would not want anything any longer than this. So like if they'd have made it 37 feet, it wouldn't have been something I'd even be interested in. We're barely getting into state parks now with this 35-footer. Anything bigger, no can do. So I'm okay with the tilting bed. Hopefully this mattress topper helps us to sleep better. Because if it's a little big, that's not like a horrible thing.
I think we did only have a 2-inch before because this seems a lot thicker and a lot cushionier.
And as you can see, this is why an actual king-size bed does not fit in here, because it would take up the entire space. And you can also see how small the path is over here with the bed being flat. So this should still work with the bed, we hope. To cut it, I just took a Sharpie and went around it like this to try to give myself like a guide. The last one I did was pretty easy to cut, so hopefully this just goes right through without flaws. We're dying in here of heat. We can't run the AC when we're at the house. We've only got 15 amp connection. I've got the fan going, which according to the surge guard is only pulling like 7 amps or something. So at least we can have that on in here, but still, man, it is hot. I think it's like 85 degrees in this camper. And it was like 90 something today. So hopefully it's cooler in Michigan. So I've just got a 2x4 kind of under here to use as a cutting board. We'll line this up with the 2x4 and we're just going to cut along these holes. The holes are straight, so as long as I'm equidistant from the holes to the line, it should be straight the whole way up, and then this corner and that corner. The good news is I only got to cut this in one place for one side, so that's awesome. Not sure how that worked out that way, but I'm pretty pleased that it did. I think the width of an actual king bed is the same as the length of this one. I'll try to video cutting this. Hopefully it should go smooth. You want a brand new razor blade for doing stuff like this. You want to just do kind of like a slice with the knife to create a line. And then just kind of peel it apart like this. That was really simple, super clean line. Alright, well the cuts aren't perfect, but once you get a fitted sheet on there, no one will be able to know the difference. In the next frame here of the video, the bed will be made. And just like that, our bed is made. Then you're going to see us hit the road in next week's episode, so be sure you're subscribed, hit the bell notification so you don't miss it, and we'll see you next Thursday.